Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel Trailhead Ranger NJ, and we are targeting to complete this super badge, that is super badge data quality and validation. So as a prerequisite for this super badge, we are having these three modules, that is data management, duplicate management, and improve data quality for your sales and support teams. After we complete all of these three modules, then only we can go ahead with the super badge completion. Even here you can see that if I will scroll down, the criteria is not allowing me to will not allow me to proceed further. So what I'll do is I'll just click on this module, and then we can complete this module. Let's open this. Now after opening up this module, we can see that it is targeting with the creation of validation rule, formula field, lookup filter, and even automation using the flow. So using these all approaches, we can have the data quality standardized. We can reduce the amount of disoriented data and all. So if we will start with this first module, that is create a validation rule. So in this module there are certain steps has been given, and we have to complete this as part of the challenge of this unit. So I'll directly just move on to the challenge. I'll go and scroll down, and I'll launch the playground. After launching the playground, from here on the steps are starting. And if you know that validation rule is nothing but a rule which does not allow us to save the record if whatever the condition is mentioned in the validation rule is true. So suppose in the validation rule we are mentioning that do not allow the record to be saved if the email field is empty. So it will not allow the user to create a account record when the email field is empty on the account. So that's how it's work. So for this unit we have to create a validation rule on the opportunity object to say that the delivery schedule date must be less than 40. So we'll go open here, and I'll go to the setup, and after opening the setup I'll go to the object manager. In the object manager, let's search for opportunity, and if I'll open opportunity, I'll scroll down, and in the field we have to create a new field, that is delivery schedule date of date type. So I'll click on field and relationship, and I'll just let me close this. Yeah, I'll click on new, and I'll give field, I'll choose the data type as date. I'll click on next, then give the field label as delivery schedule date, and description is not given. We need to go to the next step, and I'm you can just follow the steps by yourself as well. So we need to click on the read only column checkbox, and then we need to deselect the standard user and the system administrator. So I'll click here, and I'll scroll down. I'll find out the standard user and the system administrator. Then I'll click on next, and then I'll click on save. So this field is created. Now I need to create a validation rule on this object. So I'll just scroll down to the list, and here click on the validation rule, and then click on new, and here we need to give the rule name as delivery schedule 14 days or less. Active checkbox should be checked, and then description is sets the end date for initial delivery. Now we need to give the formula. So in the formula there are instruction given. I'll follow the instruction, I'll do the step, and I'll explain alongside as well. So from the function list we need to select a spec list value and then insert that function. If I'll scroll down here, I'll find that function, that is a spec list value. I'll click on this. So you can see that we are checking that particular field of pick list field is having a particular value. So if we choose that which is the field is that, then in the opportunity we are having this stage field. I'll click on insert, and on the text literal we want to check for the value closed one. So I'll just copy this and paste it. I'll just copy this and paste it over here. So this is it for the pick list value. So first of all, on the opportunity we will check that if the stage name field is having the closed one value or not. After that we'll insert the AND operator. So you can see here insert operator, and I'll scroll down and here you can see AND operator. After that we want to insert the operator. We want to have the open parenthesis, then we want to insert the field delivery schedule date, and we want to subtract the close date. So what I'll do is I'll have the open and close parenthesis along all together. Then I'll insert the field as delivery schedule date, which we just created. I'll insert that inside the parenthesis. Then I'll insert the operator of subtract, and then I'll again insert the field of close date. So I'll insert that. Now our requirement is that it should not be it should be less than 14 days only. So we'll put the formula of greater than 14. So we'll do the greater than sign, or otherwise you can have the operator here greater than. You can select that as well, and I'll put the value of 14. From here we can check the syntax if our formula is correct or we are missing something. So no errors are found. Now if I will scroll down here, we can see the error message is given as dates of type delivery must be no later than 14 days after close date. So in the validation rule, basically if we want to check that date should not be greater than 14, we must put the rule as that date is greater than 14. So here we have given the formula as date is greater than 14. So then only it will check for the particular thing and throw an error message. More simpler example, the account and the email which I had taken. So suppose we wanted to check the email field should not be null. So here we will put the so here we'll put the formula as email field should be null, and in the error message we can say please fill out the email field, it should not be null, like that. And then we have error location as well. Either we want to show the error on top of the page or where the field resides. So we are choosing the field, and field is delivery schedule date for us, and then we can click on save for this. After saving, this is done, we can click on verify step, and in the meantime I'll just go ahead and wanted to show you that how it looks like. So I'll open the opportunities on the new tab, and if we are having any existing opportunity, I'll just open that to show you the functionality. So I'll click on all opportunities, and one second, yeah, all opportunities. I'll open any one of the opportunities, go to the details, and the status was equal. Stage 1 should be equal, and we are having delivery schedule date. So that field I cannot see it over here. We added to the page layout. Okay, just let me check. I'll go back and I'll open any other one which is in qualification and then details. Okay, so field is not here. What I can do is I can just open this, show all data, and delivery schedule date is date. Okay, it is not allowing. Okay, sorry, I am system admin and I do not have access for this, so that's why. Okay, so never mind, we are done with this unit and we'll move forward. So in the next unit we are having creation of formula field. So now we have to create a formula field on the opportunity itself. So again we'll create a formula field on the opportunity. We'll go back here, click on fields and relationship, and then we can click on new. We can select the data type as formula, and then we can click on next. Now what should be the return type of this formula is currency, and we want to click on okay, this is currency, and we are having these label. Now if we will click on next, here there are two options, simple formula and advanced. So we'll click on advanced formula, and just a little bit of UI and maybe some functions are different, otherwise it's all the same. Now we want to insert the field account from the second list, and from the new list that appear we want to select the annual revenue. So basically what we want to do is, if you can click on insert then account, you can see annual revenue. We can click on insert over here. Now we wanted to check syntax, and the description field is display the account annual revenue on an opportunity. So basically formula field we can calculate some things and want to show the data. So suppose example, like the earlier we in the validation rule we checked for the pick list value, and then we checked for the delivery schedule date minus close date should not be greater than 14. So suppose if that calculated date is like delivery schedule date minus close date, we want to store somewhere at some place, and we want to calculate getting it calculated automatically. So we can have this formula field created, and we can do that. Like we can just here delivery schedule date minus close date, and this will calculate that. So from here what we are doing on the opportunity, we are creating a field which is storing the related accounts annual revenue. So we can click on next, and then next again, because they said that leave the FLS as it is, and then I'll click on save. So this is done, and again if you want to verify that particular value, I just wish that now the record is there, now the value is there. I am not seeing the field. What was the field name? Account annual revenue. Again, it's not on the page layout. I'll just do the utilization of. So here you can see it is calculated already. Okay. So like this it will work. And now if we will just verify this challenge, let's wait for a few seconds. Sometimes it can take time, so we'll just wait for this, and this is done. Now we'll move on to the next unit, and next unit is creating a lookup filter. So again the steps are mentioned already over here. So we need to go to the case object now, and so for that we'll just click on object manager over here, click on search for case, select case, go to its field and relationship, and then we want to add it the contact name. Okay, is it contact name only? Okay, I cannot see contact name. I'll search for it. Contact phone ID and everything is there, but not the contact name. Okay, so what I think they are doing. Okay, sorry. I was just looking at the API names. I'll click on this, and then we can click on edit, and after editing we want to show the filter settings. Sorry, let me just, you can have it here, show filter setting. Now what kind of filter we want to put? We want to have contact name and then account ID, and then click insert. So over here contact name, account ID, and that is inserted, right? Now it should be equals to the value case account ID. Okay, so basically we are filtering this field as when the contact account ID is equals to the case account ID. Okay, 1 second. Field, yeah, now case and then account ID. Yeah, that's it. So this is done. Now we can ensure that the record radio button and the active checkbox is checked. Required is checked and the active is checked. We can click on save, and this is done. So that's how you can create a lookup filter on a lookup field. Okay. So this is done, and I'll just verify this step, and then we can move on to the last unit of this module. And the last unit of this module is create an automation with the flow. So you must have already worked with the flow and everything. So let's see what they are talking about. We again need to go back to the object manager and then opportunity. In the field center, we have to create a field checkbox which is first contact made. So I'll just go to the object manager and search for opportunity, and then I'll click on new, and then checkbox, click on next, and field label is contact made. Default value should be unchecked and name will be auto populated obviously. And again then we need to click on next, and we need to remove the FLS from standard user. Okay, sorry, if I'll go back to previous, I'll go next. Okay, so basically I just remove the default behavior of this. What I'll do is read only standard user and system admin. I'll click on next, and then I just have to click on save and new. Another field we are creating as additional meeting scheduled. Checkbox again, click on next, and then we are giving this field label as this, and then click on next again. And what's the FLS status? In the read only, again we are removing standard user and the system admin. So I'll not make this mistake again. I'll just click on read only and then standard user and system admin. Okay, my mistake. If we are giving read only permission, then visible is automatically there. So I will click on next now, and then is it save? Yeah, it is save only. So now start by choosing the type of flow. We can auto, and then select the automation. Okay, let's try that. In the app launcher, automation we are selecting. Okay, so I have not used it this way as till now. We can dismiss, and we can click on flows here, and then we have to click on new and record trigger flow. Okay, so basically yeah, and have to all flows, and okay. Now if we will get start with this unit, so first of all let's discuss that why duplicate data is a problem. So it is very basic that duplicate data is a problem because it might waste the time of prospects as well as customer. There might be a lead which can be handled by two of the sales representative, so that's the time wastage for the customer as well as of the sales representative, because two sales rep will be wasting their time on the same customer, and customer might also get frustrated that for the same thing that customer is being contacted by the sales rep again and again. So that's why, and even it can be appearing disorganized to the customer, that how can they not even manage or have the track of the leads, that if they are being contacted by a particular rep or not. So that's the thing. So for these purpose, we are having matching rule and the duplicate rules in the system. We will be discussing what is the procedure we can create those rules, and what are the difference between them. So obviously there is an advantage of duplicate free data to be having it more organized, to stop wasting time, and even by delivering or managing the salesforce features with the team's trust and success in mind. So for what are the tools we are having for the duplicate management? So it is available for free for professional enterprise and the unlimited editions. and it can even help us manage duplicates for the business accounts, contacts, leads, person accounts, and even the records created from the custom objects. So it is highly configurable and even offers us far more than just exact detection and even the matching logic. So there are some standard matching rules are present, so which can detect based on exact matches such as two contacts with the same name, such as Margaret Chan. But even we can set up a rule to include the fuzzy matching as well, which identifies the potential duplicate records based on the variances of the certain fields, maybe name, maybe street, maybe email address, things like that. So how we can identify the duplicate records and how to handle them? So first of all, there are two things, that is matching rule and the duplicate rule. So which one is to use when? So matching rule is to identify the duplicate records. So in the matching rule, basically we will define a criteria, and in the defined criteria it will identify the duplicate records based on the name, maybe based on the email, first name, last name, phone number, or anything, whichever field we will be setting the criteria on. So this standard matching rules automatically present for business accounts, one even for contacts and another one for the leads. But if you are enabling the person accounts feature in your org, then we will get another matching rule for the person account. And then again, if we are enabling the padded account engagement feature, which is available only for the advanced or premium, then we will get again a matching rule for the leads on accounts. So this is about the matching rule. Now if we are already detecting the duplicate records using the matching rule, then what is the purpose of duplicate rule? So basically duplicate rule comes into the picture when Salesforce encounter the duplicate records. Okay, using matching rule you are identifying the records, okay, that these two records are duplicate of each other. Then there must be some action you want to take, right? That either you want your sales rep or whoever is taking the charge of that particular functionality, you want that persons to stop making another create duplicate record, or maybe you just want to show them an alert and just want to proceed further. So whatever this kind of feature you want them to be having, for that purpose we can have duplicate records. And these duplicate record similar to matching rule, if we talk about the standard matching rule. So if we are talking about afterwards spring 15 release, then there are some standard duplicate records we are having in our systems for business accounts, contacts, leads, and even person accounts. But if we talk about the standard duplicate records missing, so these are not available in the before released winter 15. So that you might want to take into account. So we can simply just go to the setup if you want to create a duplicate rule or a matching rule. And even if you want to check out the standard duplicate or matching rule, you can just go to the setup, search for the duplicate or matching rule respectively, and go ahead. Now we will talk about in detail that how does it actually work. So you can see this screen, right? So after the duplicate rule is active along with the matching rule, obviously, then they are showing the alert, that is we have found one potential duplicate on the contact, and this is the duplicate alert for this contact. So how do you want to proceed? So basically this is the existing contact and this one they are trying to create. When they are trying to create, they are getting this error or alert that we are finding one duplicate record. So how do you want to proceed further? Because they have not strictly stopped the user from creating it yet. Now let's come to the quiz. Our first question is, what's true about duplicate records? First option is, reps can rely on multiple records for the same data. They can waste your reps time. Third is, they are a safety net in case teammates inadvertently update a matching record. Fourth one is, they negatively affect your company's reputation. And last one is B and D. So B and D should be the correct answer, as it can waste your reps time as well as it can negatively affect our company's reputation as well. Now second question is, how can controlling duplicate records help admins? So first option is, sales team trust that you manage your CRM system with their success in mind. Second option is you don't worry about sending alerts to duplicate email addresses for your sales rep. Third option is you don't run the risk of adding Salesforce users more than one time. And the last one is studies show that admins without duplicate records sleep better. I believe first option should be the correct one. Third question is eliminating duplicate data. First option is a manual and time intensive process. Second option is takes the guesswork out of wondering whether a prospect is already a customer. Third option is ensures that one rep does not try to qualify a lead that a colleague already owns. D option is A and C, and E is B and C. So obviously eliminating duplicate data is not a manual process, so A is already out of the picture. So B and C should be the correct answer. Obviously we are trying so that one colleague like one potential lead or record if owned by a particular rep or a colleague, that we won't waste our time on that, and even it is taking our guesswork out of the picture. Now next question is standard duplicate roles are available. First option is on a first come first served basis. Second option is if your Salesforce org was created in spring 15 or later. Third option is if your Salesforce org was created in winter 15 or earlier. And the last one is for unlimited edition customers only. So B option should be the correct one. Standard rules are present after the spring 15 release. Now fifth question is duplicate management helps sales reps. First option is no when they are creating a potential duplicate record. Second is add a prospect as both a lead and a contact simultaneously. Third is merge a contact with a case. D option is A and B, and last one is A and C. So duplicate management helps sales reps when they're creating a potential duplicate record. Obviously, adding a prospect as both a lead and a contact simultaneously, I don't think that's the behavior of a duplicate management rule. And third is merge a contact with the case. So same. So I'll select A option only, and let's check. I hope all answers are correct, and they are correct. Let's move on to the next unit of this module, that is resolve and prevent duplicate data in Salesforce. So as part of this unit, we have to complete a hands-on challenge. So first of all, just briefly we'll go through whatever the content is mentioned in this unit. They are again talking about what's the difference between matching and duplicate rules, what are some of the rules available for duplicate free data, and other things. So here here is one of the screen. You can see all of the duplicate rules are present here. If you want to create a new rule, we can just click on this button and then select the object and go ahead. For the matching rule also, we are having a similar screen. The standard rules are there and all are active. If you want to deactivate it, you can just click on deactivate button. Otherwise, you can click on activate. So matching rules are here. So if we talk about how the matching rules work, so suppose there are contact and lead field. So if we talk about first name, we are having matching algorithm based on exact initials, Jarrow Winkler distance, Metaphon 3, and the name variant. So if the record contains a value for both first name as well as the last name fields, so those values are transposed to consider possible data entry mistakes. Now suppose if we are having a title, acronym, exact, or even pullback labeler distance. So suppose it will consider acronyms and full titles as well. So if one title is mentioning VP and another one is mentioning Vice President, so this matching rule will consider that. Now next is mailing street. So if we are editing distance or we are having the exact value, so again it will match that. Now activating a matching rule. So that I have already mentioned that you can go to the setup, create a new rule, or even existing one you can activate or deactivate it. Even we can create a custom matching rule for contact. So they are giving us one example that if you want to create a custom matching rule for contact, how you can create it. So these are some steps. You can try that, or maybe you can just check it out. And then if we want to block duplicates with fuzzy mailing streets, that how we can do it. Again, for that purpose we will create the duplicate rules. We'll click on new and select the contact. Then we'll have the duplicate rule name and description. We can even, you can see record level security, enforce sharing rules, or bypass. We can even have that option as well. And then we can have action on create or action on edit, that if you want to allow the duplicate procedure, allow the duplicate creation or updation, so we can click on a block or not. So that's how we can proceed, and we can again activate the duplicate rule as well. Then if we talk about that, we want to have a report, we want to set up a custom report to check the duplicate rule work. How we can do it? We can just go to the report type and click on custom reports, and for sorry, for this example, we are selecting the object as accounts and giving the report type a name and stores it is in category. So you can see primary object is account. We have given a label and the name, and then we have given description and stores in category. You must know that in the reports there are some categories like account, accounts and contact with opportunities, or account with opportunities, like that. Then you can select the option as deployed or in development. In development, reports will only be visible to the administrator and their delegates. So it is always better to select the deployed. Now then we have select the duplicate record items and then creating a report. Now we'll come to the hands-on challenge, and I'll just launch my playground in the new tab. Let's go through this activity, like what they are asking us to do. So we need to identify duplicate contacts using a matching rule tailored for our company. So we just want to identify it, right? They have not, at least in the above line, they have not mentioned if we want to block the creation or updation of the duplicate records. We just want to identify it. So for identifying purpose, what we have to do is we have to create a matching rule, and we want to identify the duplicate context. So what we'll do, okay, let me just click on launch once again. Okay, I think I'll have to create a new playground. So I'll just create a new playground and I'll be back with you. Now after clicking on new, we need to select record trigger flow. We will be creating a record trigger flow, and in this we will be selecting object opportunity, because we want to like take whatever action we are taking using this flow whenever the action is made on the opportunity object. So after that we will have action as a record is created and updated, and stage should be equals to prospecting. So I'll go here and I'll dismiss all of this. I'll select the opportunity object. Record is created or updated, and here is all conditions are met, and then we have to put the condition as stage equals prospecting, and then when to run the flow for updated records. Every time a record is updated and meets the conditional requirement, this is correct, and we are doing fast field updates. That is whenever the record is being saved to the database. Before saving, we are taking this action. Now on the flow canvas, after the start elements, we'll just update the records. We'll insert the update record element. I'll search for update records. 1 second, and okay, now I'll give the label as opportunity stage update, and we'll use the opportunity record that is triggering the flow. I'll just have this here, and we need to add the condition as first contact made should be equals to true, and additional meeting scheduled also should be equals to true. So over here again we'll have the condition as all true. First contact made should be equals to true, and scheduled, sorry, this is additional meeting scheduled should be equals to true. Okay, then we have under set field values, we need to set the stage value to qualification. We'll update the value as qualification. Okay, so till now if I can make you understand what is happening is, we are making a flow on the opportunity whenever we are creating the opportunity record or whenever we are updating the opportunity record. If the record which is we are creating or updating is having the stage as prospecting, then this flow will be triggered. After that it will check that okay, if first contact made is equals to true, or the additional meeting scheduled is equals to true, then its stage will be updating to the qualification. Okay, Then okay, we are just making this change and we can click on save. We can provide the flow label, and that's the description we are giving. We can click on save and then we can activate this flow. Okay, we'll be testing this flow as well. So for the testing purpose, we are going on the opportunities and we need to open this pyramid emergency generator opportunity. So I'll go back here. I will search for opportunities, and the all opportunities I will search for this one and I will open it. After opening it, in the details to view the associated fields, we need to check that the what is the current, sorry, what is the, I'll just move it over here. Current stage is prospecting. Even here in the field you can see that as well. Now current stage, we need to update the first contact made field and the additional meeting schedule, and we need to make those two fields as true. So I cannot again see those two fields. What I'll do, I'll go through the inspector. That's my go-to tool. I'll go show all data, and this is the first contact made. It is false as of now, and I'll make it as true. And then second I have is additional meeting schedule. This is also false. I'll just keep this as true and click on save. After saving, if I will go back, then according to our record trigger flow, the stage should be updated to the qualification. So this is updated and here also it is updated, right? We have not made any changes to the stage, but it is updated. And that was it for this module. We'll just verify the step, and hopefully it is correct only. And so we are done with this module, and after completing this module, if we'll go back to the super badge page, we can see that all the prerequisites are completed now and we can start with the super badge unit. So this is unlocked for us now, and in the next video we'll be focusing on completion of this super badge. So I hope you stay tuned and you will do this easiest super badge with me, which is just focused on the duplicate rule, matching rule, validation, formula, lookup filter, flow, these kind of things. So I hope you stay tuned with me. And if you like the video, please like it and subscribe the channel, and let me know in the comment section if you have any doubt or if there is any other topic you want me to make video on. It's been a while. I have been little inconsistent with the videos, but don't worry, I am back now and I'll be continuing making the video. Thank you. Keep support, and yeah, bye.